Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're doing something a bit different. Maybe sounds a little niche at first, but I think it's actually a great way to get a handle on some key ideas in, well, a pretty major business system, SAP S/4HANA Sales.
Yeah, absolutely.
You, our listeners, actually pointed us towards some practice questions from the 2023 certification exam.
Hmm?
And we thought, okay, this could be interesting. What better way to understand the nuts and bolts than by looking at what the certification considers important?
Exactly. It's like a shortcut almost.
Hmm.
These questions, they're kind of a curated list of what you really need to know.
Right.
So by digging into them, and not just the answers, but the why behind them, we can get a pretty distilled view of how S/4HANA Sales actually works day to day.
So we're talking billing, getting stuff delivered, user experience.
All of it, from finance to logistics to
Okay.
how people actually use the system.
Cool.
So yeah, the mission isn't exam prep, not really. It's about pulling out those practical insights.
Getting that aha moment, like you said.
Yeah, turning theory into, something tangible, real-world understanding.
Okay, sounds good. Let's jump in then. First question up. Which of the following settings can you configure for a billing document? Type in SAP S/4HANA. Choose two. And the options were A, default sales organization for billing, B, billing document number range, C, billing pipe for item categories, and D, automatic posting of billing documents.
Hmm.
And the correct answers are B and D. So, billing document number range and automatic posting. Let's maybe start with the number range. Why is that fundamental?
Okay, yeah. The number range, well, maybe a bit basic, right?
A little bit, yes.
But it's absolutely foundational. I mean, think about it. Every single invoice, every credit memo, it needs a unique ID. It just has to.
For tracking,
For
obviously.
tracking, exactly. And for organization. By setting up that number range, you're telling the system how to assign those IDs, making sure you have this clear, unbroken sequence.
So no gaps, no duplicates?
Precisely. And it's not just for keeping your own books tidy. It's really critical for financial reconciliation, and especially for audits, legal compliance stuff.
Right, I can see that. Try explaining a missing invoice number to an auditor.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah.
It would be a nightmare.
I wrote that.
So it seems small, but getting that number range right is step one for, solid financial control.
Okay, that makes sense. It's like the Dewey Decimal System for your sales invoices.
Something like that, yeah.
All right, and the other one was D, automatic posting of billing documents. What's the significance there?
This one's really about efficiency and accuracy, too.
Okay.
When you set this up, automatic posting, you're basically linking your sales billing directly to your accounting. So create an invoice.
And bam, it hits the general ledger.
Pretty much, yeah. The financial data flows straight into accounting automatically.
Yeah.
It bypasses the need for someone to, manually key things in again.
Which avoids typos, transposition errors.
All that stuff. Manual data entry is always a risk point, right?
Mm-hmm.
So automating it, well, it speeds up your financial closing cycles, your reporting, and it makes the data just more reliable because you've cut out that manual step. It's a huge efficiency gain.
So thinking about setting up the system then, these two things, how you number the documents and how that info gets into accounting, they're not just technical tweaks.
Not at all.
They're about building a sort of trustworthy and auditable financial process right from the start.
That's exactly it. Foundational controls, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Let's shift gears a bit now from the money side to the logistics, getting the product out the door.
Right. Delivery times.
Yeah, question 2. When calculating the confirmed delivery date for a sales order, which of the following time components are taken into account? Choose 2. Options. A, planned goods issue time. B, production time for make-to-order items. C, delivery processing time. D, customer-specific delivery time.
Okay.
And the correct answers here are A and C. So planned goods issue time and delivery processing time. Let's unpack planned goods issue time first. What exactly does that cover?
Okay, so planned goods issue time is essentially all the activity that happens inside your warehouse before the goods actually leave.
Like physically leave.
Physically leave, yeah.
Right.
So the system knows an order needs shipping. This time covers, finding the items on the shelf.
Picking,
yeah. Then packing them up, getting the labels on, staging them for the truck. Everything to get it ready for handover to the carrier.
So it directly impacts the earliest date you can actually ship.
Absolutely. It dictates when the goods are available to ship. So it's a core part of calculating that delivery promise you make to the customer.
Makes perfect sense, all the internal prep work.
Yeah.
Okay, and the other factor was C, delivery processing time. What's that?
So Delivery processing time kind of picks up where the goods issue time leaves off. It
Yeah.
starts once the goods are, out the door, loaded onto the truck.
Oh, okay, the transit part.
It includes the transit part, yeah, but also maybe some other bits, like planning the route, the actual time spent traveling, road, air, whatever, and potentially even unloading at the customer's end. Think of it as the time from your loading dock to their receiving dock.
Right. So you've got the time it takes you to get it ready,
Mhm.
and then the time it takes the carrier to get it there.
Basically, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the two big chunks the system usually considers for that confirmed date calculation based on standard setup.
And understanding both of those seems absolutely key for managing customer expectations.
Oh, totally. If you don't have a good handle on your internal processing time and your typical transit times, your delivery promises are just guesswork.
Which leads to unhappy customers.
Exactly. So getting these times configured accurately in the system based on routes, shipping methods, warehouse capacity, it's crucial for reliable delivery dates. Builds trust.
Yeah, reliability is huge there. Okay, so we've touched on finance, logistics. What about the people actually using the system every day?
Ah, the user experience.
Yeah.
Fiori.
Right. Question 3 is about that. Which of the following are key benefits of the SAP S4HANA Fiori user experience? Choose 2. Options. A. Simplified and personalized user interface. B. Real-time reporting using embedded analytics. C. Support for workflow automation with RPA. D. Cloud-based deployment for all modules.
Okay.
And the answers are A and B. So, simplified and personalized UI and real-time reporting with embedded analytics. Fiori's a big deal, isn't it?
It really is. It was a major shift from the older SAP GUI interfaces.
Which could be dense.
Dense is a polite word. Yeah, they could be pretty overwhelming. Lots of screens, transaction codes you had to memorize.
Mm-hmm.
Fiori, with benefit A, the simplified and personalized UI, aims to change that. It uses this tile-based approach, more like a modern web app or smartphone.
Right, looks cleaner.
It does.
Mm.
And crucially, it's role-based and can be personalized. So you see the apps and tasks relevant to your job, not everything under the sun.
So less clutter, more focus.
Exactly. Reduces information overload, makes it easier to navigate, find what you need. That boosts productivity, and it definitely makes onboarding new users way easier.
I can imagine. Less time spent just figuring out how to use the tool.
Yeah. And the second benefit, B, real-time reporting using embedded analytics. That's also huge.
Okay, tell me about that. Embedded analytics.
This means the reporting and the data insights are built directly into the applications you're already using for your work.
So you don't have to switch to a separate reporting tool.
Precisely. You're maybe creating a sales order or checking inventory, and right there on the same screen, you can see relevant KPIs, charts, real-time data about what you're doing.
Ah, okay, so instant context.
Instant context, yeah. No need to export data, run a separate report, wait for it. It's about getting insights in the moment, right where you need them, to make better, faster decisions.
That seems genuinely transformative for how people work day to day, having the data right there.
It really can be. It empowers users in a way that wasn't easily possible before.
Okay. Cool. Now let's talk about who's involved in a sale. There are different parties, right?
Mm-hmm.
Partners, right. Question 4. In SAP S4 into sales, what is the primary function of a partner function in a sales document? Choose 2. Options. A. Defines the role of each partner. C. Sold to party, shipped to party. B. Determines the payment terms. C. Controls the pricing procedure. D. Specifies the address and contact details for communication.
Got it.
And the answers are A and D. Defines the role and specifies address contact details. So partner function sounds pretty self-explanatory in a way.
It kind of does, yeah. But it's fundamental to how SAP structures transactions.
Yeah.
Option A defines the role. It's the core idea.
Mm-hmm.
In any sale, you've got different players, right? The customer who actually places the order, that's the sold to party.
Okay.
But maybe the goods need to go somewhere else, that's the ship to party.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe a different company pays the bill, the payer,
Mm-hmm.
or the bill to party.
Right, could be the different entities.
Could be. So partner functions like sold to, ship to, bill to, payer. They clearly label who is who in that specific transaction. It makes the roles unambiguous.
So the system knows, okay, this address is for delivery, this one is for the invoice.
Exactly, which leads directly to option D, specifies the address and contact details for communication.
Ah, okay. So the function dictates which address or contact info is used for what purpose.
Precisely. When the system generates an invoice, it knows to use the address linked to the bill to partner function. When it creates a delivery note, It uses the ship-to address.
Gotcha.
It ensures the right documents, the right communication goes to the right place, the right contact person. It prevents sending invoices to the warehouse dock or deliveries to the accounts payable department.
Yeah, that would be problematic.
Very. So defining these roles and linking the correct communication details, it's vital for just smooth, error-free execution of the whole sales cycle.
Makes total sense. Clarity on who's who and where things go. Okay, one last question, diving into the details of the delivery itself. Question 5. What controls can you configure for a delivery item category in SAP S4 HANA? Choose 2. Options. A, goods issue posting. Minimum order quantity. C, delivery split criteria. D, material status. And the correct answers are A and C, goods issue posting and delivery split criteria, so delivery item category. That sounds like it lets you treat different products differently within the same delivery.
That's a good way to put it, yeah. It gives you more granular control over how specific lines in a delivery document are handled.
Okay.
So answer A, goods issue posting. This setting on the item category can control how the system records that goods have physically left your inventory.
How? Like automatic versus manual.
Exactly. You might have some standard items where as soon as the delivery is processed to a certain point, the goods issue is posted automatically in the background, updates inventory immediately.
Right.
But for other items, maybe high-value goods or items needing inspection, you might configure the item category to require a specific manual step to confirm the goods issue.
Ah, okay. More control for certain types of items.
Yes. It ensures your inventory records accurately reflect the physical reality with the right level of control for different product types. Vital for inventory accuracy.
Makes sense. And the other control was C, delivery split criteria. What does that do?
Delivery split criteria. This determines whether items that were originally on the same sales order might need to be shipped in separate deliveries.
Oh, okay. Why would you split them?
Well, various reasons. Maybe some items have different shipping requirements, like one needs cold storage, the other doesn't.
Right.
Or maybe they're coming from different warehouses or plants. Or maybe the customer requested different delivery dates for different items on the same order.
I see.
So the delivery split criteria, configured at the item category level potentially, allows the system to automatically recognize these conditions and create separate delivery documents as needed.
So it intelligently groups things for shipment based on rules you set up.
That's the idea. It ensures logistics are handled efficiently and correctly based on the characteristics of the items or the order circumstances. It avoids trying to ship incompatible items together, for example.
Like putting ice cream and heaters in the same truck.
Exactly. Or ensures items from different locations get their own shipping paperwork. It helps optimize the outbound process.
Okay, that's pretty sophisticated. So managing how inventory is updated and how deliveries might be split, all controlled at that item category level.
Right. It gives you that finer level of control within the delivery process itself.
Wow. Well, this has actually been incredibly useful.
The deeper you go, the more connections you find.
Definitely food for thought. Well, thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
My pleasure.